Stop ingesting that malignant crystal and lose weight in a healthy way. Have you ever stopped to think that an apparently harmless crystal that we all use every day could be sabotaging your health and weight loss efforts? Yes, I'm talking about sugar. In today's video, we'll discover why it's essential to reduce the consumption of this malignant crystal and how that can transform your life. I'll reveal natural and healthy alternatives to sweeten your foods without harming your health. Stay with me to change your habits and significantly improve your health. You've been having trouble losing those extra pounds. Your daily sugar consumption may be to blame without you even realizing it. And it's not just weight that's at stake. How are your teeth doing? Have you ever thought that cavities could be a sign that it's time for a change? How many times have you felt like you needed something sweet without thinking about the long-term consequences? Throughout this video, we'll not only understand the negative impacts of sugar on our health, but also explore delicious and healthy alternatives that can help in your day-to-day life. Imagine being able to savor your favorite dishes and drinks while knowing that you're taking care of your health and well-being. Ready to make this valuable change in your life? First, let's learn how sugar acts on our brain. Sugar acts powerfully on the brain, almost like a drug. When we consume sugar, our brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamine, which gives us a feeling of pleasure and reward. This mechanism is similar to that activated by addictive substances, making our body crave more sugar to maintain this pleasant feeling. Thus, a simple overly sweetened coffee can trigger a constant search for this high, leading to a cycle of cravings and continuous sugar consumption. This cycle not only keeps us stuck in unhealthy eating habits, but it can also affect our ability to make decisions, as the intense craving can make us choose more sugary foods over more nutritious options, further reinforcing the cycle of dependence. This behavior can have significant ramifications for mental health. Studies indicate that excessive sugar consumption is associated with an increased risk of developing conditions such as depression and anxiety. The chemical imbalance caused by the constant stimulation and subsequent drop in dopamine levels can lead to mood swings and even a persistent feeling of lethargy or irritability. This state can cause people to become even more dependent on sugar as an attempt at emotional self-management, perpetuating a vicious cycle. In addition, frequent exposure to sugar can desensitize the brain's reward system, requiring larger and larger amounts to achieve the same pleasurable effect. This increased tolerance contributes to excessive calorie intake, which not only leads to weight gain, but also increases the risk of developing insulin resistance. In the long run, this can progress to more severe metabolic conditions, such as type 2 diabetes, which itself brings a host of other health complications. Awareness of these effects is crucial, as it allows people to make more informed choices about their diet. Reducing sugar intake not only helps avoid these addictive cycles, but also promotes an overall improvement in quality of life. People may experience greater mood stability, better cognitive performance, and overall more robust physical well-being by reducing their consumption of highly sugary foods. It is essential that information about the effects of sugar on the brain and behavior be widely disseminated. Nutrition education can empower individuals to make healthier choices, positively impacting not only individual health, but also public health in general. Reducing sugar consumption is a vital step in combating the chronic disease epidemic and improving overall mental and physical health. And how does this impact weight gain? The impact of sugar on weight gain is multifaceted and significant. When we consume excess sugar, especially in its simple form like table sugar, we cause glucose spikes in the blood. These spikes require the pancreas to work harder to produce insulin, the hormone responsible for helping cells absorb glucose from the blood. Insulin also plays a crucial role in fat storage. The more insulin circulating, the greater the accumulation of body fat, especially around the abdominal area. In the long run, frequent sugar consumption can lead to insulin resistance, a state in which the body's cells become less responsive to the action of insulin. When this happens, the pancreas compensates by producing even more insulin, exacerbating fat storage and further increasing body weight. Moreover, insulin resistance is a known precursor to type 2 diabetes, broadening the spectrum of health risks associated with excessive sugar consumption. Additionally, sugar interferes with the brain's hunger control mechanisms. As mentioned earlier, it dysregulates the production of leptin, the hormone that signals satiety. Without the proper ability to feel full, people tend to eat more than they need, resulting in an increase in calories consumed and consequently weight gain. This excessive and unregulated consumption is directly linked to the high sugar content in many processed foods and beverages, which are readily available and frequently consumed. In addition to directly contributing to weight gain, sugar can also negatively affect body composition. Diets high in sugar can significantly reduce muscle mass, as the body may start using muscle protein as an energy source, especially if protein intake is not adequate. This not only increases the proportion of body fat relative to lean mass, but also decreases basal metabolism, making weight loss even more difficult. Finally, sugar also impacts emotional and physical well-being, leading to a cycle of emotional eating. Many people turn to sugar-rich foods to combat stress, anxiety, or sadness. While these foods may provide temporary relief through the release of dopamine, they contribute to long-term weight gain and emotional instability. Thus, sugar not only adds empty calories to the diet, but also perpetuates unhealthy eating habits, closing the cycle of weight gain and deteriorating health. And how can cutting out the malignant crystal help me lose weight? Reducing or replacing sugar in the diet can have a significant impact on weight loss, mainly due to a decrease in total caloric intake. Sugar is a calorie-dense source that offers few nutritional benefits. By substituting it with healthier alternatives or simply reducing its consumption, you automatically reduce the number of calories ingested without compromising the amount of food. This creates the caloric deficit necessary for weight loss without the need to drastically reduce portion sizes or feel deprived. Replacing sugar with low-calorie natural sweeteners or whole sources of sweetness, such as fruits, can also help improve the overall quality of the diet. These substitutes not only contain fewer calories, but also offer vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which are essential for maintaining health and can help promote satiety. This prolonged feeling of fullness can decrease the overall desire for snacks and extra meals throughout the day, further contributing to the caloric deficit. Moreover, reducing sugar can help stabilize blood glucose levels, minimizing the spikes and drops that can lead to sudden hunger and cravings for carbohydrate-rich foods. This stability helps maintain a regular and controlled appetite, facilitating adherence to a balanced diet and healthy eating plan, which are crucial for sustainable weight loss. Reducing sugar intake can also have a positive effect on metabolic health, including improved insulin function. This not only reduces the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, but may also improve the body's ability to use fat as an energy source rather than storing it. This metabolic adjustment can increase the body's effectiveness in burning calories, further enhancing weight loss. Finally, by reducing sugar consumption, many people find an improvement in their overall well-being and energy levels. The reduction of the highs and lows associated with sugar consumption allows for greater consistency in energy levels, which can encourage regular physical activity. Exercise, combined with a proper diet, is essential for anyone seeking to lose weight in a healthy and sustainable manner. The choice to reduce or replace sugar is therefore a lifestyle change that benefits not only the scale, but also overall health. Drawbacks of sugar in the short, medium, and long term. Excessive sugar consumption can have devastating consequences for health, impacting the body in various ways beyond simple weight gain. In the short term, one of the most visible effects of excessive sugar consumption is dental cavities. sugar interacts with bacteria present in the mouth to form acid, which attacks tooth enamel. This not only causes cavities, but can also lead to more severe dental problems if left untreated. In the medium term, sugar can contribute significantly to the development of metabolic diseases such as insulin resistance, which is a precursor to type 2 diabetes. Insulin resistance occurs when the body's cells do not respond normally to insulin, forcing the pancreas to produce even more to compensate, which can overwork the organ over time and impair its function. Additionally, sugar consumption has been associated with the development of certain cardiovascular diseases. Studies show that diets high in added sugars can increase blood triglycerides, which is a risk factor for heart disease. Sugar can also increase blood pressure and systemic inflammation, both known risk factors for cardiovascular health. In the long run, the impact of sugar on bones is also a cause for concern. Excessive sugar consumption can lead to decreased bone mineral density, increasing the risk of osteoporosis. The mechanism behind this includes the alteration of the body's mineral balance, especially calcium, which is essential for maintaining bone health. Finally, sugar also affects mental health. There is growing evidence that diets high in sugar may increase the risk of developing mood disorders such as depression and anxiety. This can be partially attributed to fluctuations in glucose levels, which affect brain function and in turn can impact mood and behavior. Reducing sugar consumption and adopting a balanced diet are essential steps to mitigate these risks and promote better overall health. Okay, but how can I gradually reduce sugar consumption? Gradually reducing sugar consumption is an effective strategy to minimize the impact on eating habits and facilitate a sustainable transition. An initial approach can be to reduce the added sugar in homemade recipes and beverages. For example, if you usually add 2 teaspoons of sugar to your coffee or tea, start by reducing it to 1 teaspoon and gradually eliminate it completely or replace it with a healthier alternative. This method allows your palate to slowly adjust to the flavor changes. Another strategy is to pay attention to food product labels. Many processed foods contain surprisingly high amounts of added sugar. Opting for no added sugar or reduced sugar versions of products such as yogurts, sauces, cereals, and snacks can significantly reduce your daily sugar intake. Being aware of the different names that sugar can have on the ingredient list, such as sucrose, fructose, glucose, and maltose, is also crucial. What are other measures I can take to replace traditional sugar with natural and healthier sweeteners? As for natural and healthy sweeteners, stevia is an excellent option. Extracted from the leaves of the Stevia rebaudiana plant, this sweetener is calorie-free and does not affect blood glucose levels, making it ideal for people with diabetes or those monitoring their caloric intake. Stevia is much sweeter than sugar, so a small amount is sufficient to sweeten beverages and foods. Xylitol is another popular natural sweetener that can be a healthier alternative to sugar. Although it contains calories, they are significantly lower than those of sugar, and it has a reduced impact on blood glucose levels. Additionally, xylitol is known to help prevent cavities, being a common choice in sugar-free chewing gums and mints. Finally, honey is a natural alternative to sugar that, in addition to sweetening, offers antioxidants and traces of vitamins and minerals. Although honey is still a form of sugar and should be used in moderation, it has a lower glycemic index than table sugar and can provide a richer flavor and more complex sweetness. It is important to choose high-quality and preferably organic honey to ensure you are receiving the maximum benefits of this natural sweetener. Today, we explored the significant impacts of excessive sugar consumption on our health, from weight gain to the development of various chronic conditions such as diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. We also discussed effective strategies to gradually reduce sugar intake and presented natural and healthy alternatives such as stevia, xylitol, and honey, that can replace sugar in our diet without sacrificing flavor. Now that you are equipped with this valuable information, I invite you to put what you have learned into practice and observe the positive changes in your health and well-being. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on more tips about overall health and wellness. Share this video with friends and family to help spread awareness about healthy alternatives to sugar. And please leave your comment below, telling us what you thought of the video and what other information you would like to see here. Together, we can make healthier choices and live a fuller, more vibrant life. Thank you for watching. A big hug from our team, and see you next time.